Today we are going to discuss computer hardware and software. Daily we are using devices, hardware and software. Either you can say mobile or computer. Computer hardware and software. So human being need to understand machine. Why I am telling to you? If you know the machine properly, then you can utilize it properly. Let's have a look. I hope so you can able to identify CPU, scanner, chip, floppy disk, CD drive and motherboard. This all are interconnected with motherboard. Computer. So we can say computer invented for calculation, for computation. It is used nowadays everywhere. But we should make it different like this way. Let's have a look like this way. System approach, components and activities. So which component you need and which activity it will perform. Let's have a look. So computer, it is a machine initially developed for the purpose of computation, but now all of you are aware about this thing, that computer machine not only just machine but lots of use. It has a lots of use. According to the domain specific, it is used for education, for banking, lots of other domain specific use. For airlines, they are using computer. Scientists are using computer. So any of the place what you have marked it out in 21st century, all of they have to work using computer. So I would like to clear concept of computer. Why computer is helpful? Because whatever the instruction we give, it will follow it with accuracy and speed. And if we pass the message to the machine to do the repeated same task repeatedly, then machine will do it with same accuracy, with same speed. Yes. So let's have a look components and activities. Activities. Say for example, we just pass the value input, process and output. Machine will understand. Computer is an electronic machine which input the data, process the data and gives output of the data. So I for input, let's have a look. 5, 4 plus this 3 operators means 5 and 4 operand, plus is operator, and say for example you are calculating. So you have input 3 values, 5, 4 and plus operator. So process will be taken in CPU. Then it will show you output. So what will be the process? 5 plus 4 calculation will be done. Output will be seen on a monitor. So which are the components? You have used keyboard, mouse for input the values. Which one? 5, 4 plus. So output device will be monitor, projector, and input device keyboard, mouse. Other input devices are also there: stylus, pen, base, input, microphone. Nowadays computers are being used in almost every workplace such as bank, hospital, railways, shopping complex, school, college, even at home. But the thing is that input device, output device, all the things are same. Then why we need to understood properly. Let's have a look. What I am trying to say, you are using daily different application software, either you're into your phone or into the machine, computer machine, mobile or a computer. Both are the machine. Small size mobile and computer will be bigger size. So if you want to program or work, computer will be application software which you are using already Say for example spreadsheet, word processor. So this all the software, internet browser, computer games, database, this all the software you are using, but you need to remain connect with hardware. Say for example parts of human body. From the mind, instruction is passed according to the way parts of human body work. So say for example if you are giving instruction to your hands, so from the mind instruction will go and it pass it to the hand. According to that, hands, legs, it will work. Same way over here, application software, instruction already pre-programmed. Software means what? Set of instructions. So instruction given by whom? Human being. So software is prepared. This software connect with hardware. So according to into the software it is given, save the file. Then hardware, what it will do? From the keyboard input is passed, then control unit inside the CPU will get the process, and whatever the data you have, that will be saved in a hard disk. So who will take this responsibility? System software. Software and hardware interaction can be possible because of system software, that is operating system. Say for example in a school, principal is there. Teacher and students can be possible to connect only principal according to that prepared timetable. So whatever the lecture, that teacher will remain present into their class. So system software, what I am trying to say, it will manage whole the system. Say for example if your hard disk is full, then who will manage? Who will alert you? Your hard disk is full, hardware cannot able to communicate with us. So system software will alert us that your hard disk is full, remove some unnecessary data. So this was an example. This way operating system, utilities, system software are used to manage the whole system. So software and hardware interaction can be possible through system software, that is operating system. Same way in company also, manager will manage all the staff member. So if there is need arise, products are not available or facility are not available, then who has to manage? Manager. Same way over here, system software will manage the whole system, operating system. If any of the software is not working properly, then who will alert us? This software is not working properly, so we will uninstall it. So that will be done by system software, that is operating system. Let's have a look deep about it. Keyboard. Say for example, whenever you have learned how to run the bicycle, first thing what you have learned? How to pedal, how to run the cycle. For that you learn how to pedal the two ways where you should keep the legs. Same way over here, if you want to learn computer, अगर आपको कंप्यूटर सीखना है तो अगर आपको कीबोर्ड आ जाए तो आप आसानी से कंप्यूटर चला सकते हो. Why have given importance to the keyboard? साइकिल में हम पैडल लगाते हैं, उसको इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों देते हैं? To run the bicycle, because that is the main thing. Same way over here, keyboard keys. There are so many keys: function keys, enter key, escape key, control key, caps lock, space bar, alter key, windows key, arrow keys, numeric keys, and so many other keys are there with the combination of control and alter. Control alter delete, control home, alter F. This way so many keys can be possible combination. But right now we are going to discuss regarding the keys which we are seeing in front of us. Even I would like to show you start menu, on screen keyboard. You can use also on screen keyboard. It will show you what? Virtual keyboard. So this is virtual keyboard. which is available in any of the computer. Enter key used to execute an instruction or data being keyed in through the keyboard. Enter key available at two places, either in numeric pad or in alphanumeric keys. Function keys F1 till F12. These all are the function keys used to perform special function that depends on the software being used. Caps lock used for capitalize alphabets. If you keep caps lock on, your all the alphabets will be capital. If caps lock is off, then all the alphabets will be small. Alter key. Alter key pressed with other key, they input special messages to the computer. Backspace key used to erase the character to the left of the cursor position. Numlock key used to activate the numeric keys on the numeric keypad. Cursor key used to move the cursor in the direction indicated. Home and navigation key. Home key and key. This all are the navigation key. Page up, page down. Used to perform special function with which you will become familiar during the course. For navigation to move from one place to another or one line or page to another page. Insert key. Insert key, it is used to insert character at the current cursor position. Delete key, which is over here. Navigation keys over there, delete key, to delete character at the current cursor position. Escape key depends on the application, usually used to cancel a command. That is the first key of the keyboard, escape key. Print screen. So whatever you have open on the desktop, that will be taken as a screenshot while using the button print screen. So this print screen button used to print whatever display on the screen. Now I would like to display in front of you regarding basic computer structure. So you have a brief idea about computer structure, that what computer should be considered. Logical structure of a computer includes BIOS, the basic input output system, CPU, that is the processor, RAM, temporary memory, hard disk, permanent memory, input output device, that is keyboard, monitor, mouse, etc. Communication channel means if you connect any of the device, say for example USB, high speed internal communication bus, other add-on devices. So let's have a look about it. I would like to display in front of you inside a desktop CPU. What I am trying to say, cabinet, case, or you can say CPU. So motherboard will connect with whom? CPU. RAM and ROM directly connect with the CPU. Have you marked this thing? Now say for example, using the input output device, using input device, I am inputting some value that will be displayed on output device, which will be, all the things will be done in a RAM. How? Let's look about it. Start menu, I am just opening simple notepad. Why I am taking notepad? Because it's available in every PC. Now I am writing over here plot RAM, and same thing I would like to write again. What I am trying to explain, that machine will work for us according to our need. So according the way we write, it will work accordingly. So remember, we are using computer for two main purposes. One thing is speed and accuracy. If these two things will be achieved, then we are using computer. Now remember, I am directly closing the file. Or say for example, suddenly lights gets off. Then what will happen? What will cannot be handled? Because data is right now in RAM. अगर आप कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर ओपन करते हो तो वो रैम में ओपन होता है, और वॉट एवर यू टाइप द डेटा दैट विल बी इनसाइड इट ओनली. तो अगर आप सेव नहीं करोगे तो डेटा विल बी लॉस्ट, और इफ लाइट गेट्स ऑफ then data will be lost. So you have a habit to save your data whenever you are working with any of the software. CPU is directly connected with RAM. So before this RAM, you just imagine CPU is connected with RAM. Okay, then what is the responsibility of ROM? Why there is a need of ROM? Now let me tell you, before you started software Notepad, before that you have started operating system, means you have start your computer, then operating system loaded into the RAM and it will display on the screen the whole operating system. But before that, say for example you have format your CPU, you have lost your old data, you have lost your operating system, सब कुछ आपने हार्ड डिस्क में से डिलीट कर दिया, तो भी कंप्यूटर बायोस सेटिंग तक चलेगा, बेसिक इनपुट आउटपुट सिस्टम. यानी कि अगर से फॉर एग्जांपल आप टीवी ऑन करते हो, तो टीवी ऑन करने के बाद अगर आप डिस्कनेक्शन ऑन नहीं करते हो तो चैनल में आउटपुट डिस्प्ले नहीं होगा, मगर चैनल तो चेंज होगी ना. वैसे ही रोम में पहले से ही इंस्ट्रक्शन सेट किए होते हैं, रीड ओनली मेमोरी, यानी कि बायोस सेटिंग तक कंप्यूटर तो स्टार्ट हो ही जाएगा. अगर हार्ड डिस्क में ओएस भी नहीं है, कुछ डेटा भी नहीं है, तो भी बेसिक इनपुट आउटपुट सिस्टम तक तो कंप्यूटर स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. You can change the settings of the keyboard, mouse, password, you can arrange everything. That blue screen will be seen. So whenever your machine is manufacturing, जब भी कंप्यूटर बन रहा होता है, CPU, all the parts are interconnected. At that time ROM में instruction engineer program कर देते हैं. That will remain fixed. That will never be erased. It will remain as it is. Okay, I would like to display now RAM, ROM, that is flash memory, where instruction all are stored, that is pre-programmed. It will never be erased, while from the RAM data will be erased. So RAM is a temporary memory, and secondary memory, hard disk. So from primary memory, this two is the primary memory, RAM and ROM, and hard disk is the permanent memory. So whatever you open the software, whatever the data you have opened, that will be stored. If you click save, then it will be saved in a hard disk or any of the secondary device, pen drive, CD drive, DVD drive, any of the secondary device you can able to store secondary memory. Control unit, input output control unit. So this all the thing will be managed by whom? CPU. So arithmetic logic unit, control unit, register unit. So CPU one responsibility is what? Control unit, to manage all the device parts. Output unit, monitor, input unit. आप कोई भी डेटा एंटर करते हो वो आउटपुट में डिस्प्ले होता है. रैम में डेटा है वो हार्ड डिस्क में स्टोर होगा, पेन ड्राइव में होगा, तो वो मैनेज कौन करता है? CPU, कंट्रोल यूनिट. सो वन ऑफ द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ CPU, कंट्रोल यूनिट. अनदर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी अरिथमेटिक एंड लॉजिक यूनिट. थर्ड रजिस्टर. ओके, so move further towards it. Basic input output system store all the parameter before the OS load. यानी कि बेसिक इनपुट आउटपुट सिस्टम बायोस सेटिंग क्या है कि आपकी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम स्टार्ट हो, लोड हो, उससे पहले जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शन हो, हार्ड डिस्क की इंफॉर्मेशन हो, कितनी स्पीड है, वो सब डेटा यूजुअली स्टोर इन अ फ्लैश मेमोरी, दैट इज रोम. तो आप जैसे ही ऑन करते हो कंप्यूटर, CPU ऑन करने के बाद रोम में से इंस्ट्रक्शन regarding to start your PC, basic input output system, that will be done. Then after operating system load, and then after you can able to use all the software. This is the screenshot of basic input output system. जब भी आप कंप्यूटर स्टार्ट करोगे, स्टार्ट करने के बाद ये बायोस सेटिंग आप ओपन करके कुछ भी इसमें चेंज कर सकते हो. सेटिंग्स रिगार्डिंग कीबोर्ड, माउस, दैट कैन बी पॉसिबल. अगर हार्ड डिस्क में कोई डेटा नहीं है, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम नहीं है, तो भी ये सब सेटिंग आप चेंज कर सकते हो. Okay, now focus on CPU. Identify the component CPU. CPU, Central Processing Unit. It is the core of a computer responsible for all the calculation and part of the video, usually in the speed of gigahertz. Some expensive CPU have more built-in memory, cache memory. यानी कि RAM से भी फास्टर होता है कैश मेमोरी, ये आपको याद रखना. RAM is faster than hard disk, secondary memory. और RAM से भी फास्टर कैश मेमोरी है. So how should I choose the CPU? सिंपल एग्जांपल है. अगर आप कहीं पे भी जाओगे और आप सोचोगे कंप्यूटर परचेस करना है, then what you should be mark it out. Let's have a look. First of all, you must have to consider which microprocessor into your computer it is available. कौन सा प्रोसेसर है उसमें. Pentium, Celeron, dual core, core to dual, i7, i5. Let's have a look right now in my PC. Start menu, File Explorer, or Start menu computer. Right click on this PC or computer. याद रखना है आपको, राइट क्लिक कहां पे करना है. This PC, right click, properties. You will get the information regarding your OS. Which operating system you are using? Windows 10. Which processor you have? How much RAM you have? Which operating system you are using? 64-bit means server operating system. 32-bit means normal operating system. So this will give you basic information about your computer. So if you want to check your machine, you can check like this way. So price and performance both are opposite to it. There is typically no good correlation between these two factors, especially at the top speed. Average users should not purchase the top speed on the market. Means CPU processor हमें हाई स्पीड वाला लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Whatever the scientist, engineer, वेदर फोरकास्टिंग के लिए चाहिए, वो तो मल्टीपल प्रोसेसर होते हैं, और that is very costlier and faster than normal PC. हमारा जो काम है फाइल डॉक्यूमेंट बनाना, प्रोग्रामिंग करना, वेबसाइट बनाना, that can be possible in normal PC also. Yes, if you wanted to work any of the thing regarding animation graphics, then processor needed to be faster. The price difference is not worthy of the performance difference. Based on your budget, find a suitable CPU. Okay, let's have a look about how many different parts are to be there. Processor, RAM, motherboard, hard disk, floppy disk, CD DVD drive, CD DVD writer, SMPS, ATX cabinet, keyboard, mouse, monitor, UPS printer, scanner, web camera, pen drive, etc. So this all are the parts. Now the main thing, monitor. Whenever you purchase, first thing you must have to see CPU. Next thing, monitor. Why monitor? LED monitor nowadays available. CRT, that is older one, cathode ray tube monitor. LCD flat panel monitor, still it is used. TFT LCD monitor, and nowadays LED monitor plasma available. Another thing, UPS, uninterrupted power supply. So if your computer is working and suddenly light gets off, power supply gets cut off, then your uninterrupted power supply, that is UPS, will work for some minutes to store your data, 15 to 20 minutes to store your data. So UPS is work as in a mobile battery will work. A computer consists of four main components: monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse. These four things we must have to consider. Each component has separate function, but they are interdependent. This all are the components interdependent. Commonly it is said computer is an acronym for commonly operated machine, particularly used for trading, education, entertainment and research. Computer is an acronym for communication oriented machine, purposely utilized for technical, education, research, a scholarly article. CPU. So now motherboard will connect all the computer component, either a CPU, hard disk, RAM, video card, other USB device, all are together. Introduce different part of motherboard. You should familiar with your motherboard. CPU. It's a chip which contain all the instructions. CPU is a part of a computer system which basically does everything. It store, manipulate, execute the instructions. This all are the diagram which represent how it works. Central processing unit, arithmetic logic unit, register, memory unit, arithmetic and logic and control unit. Main memory, that is RAM. So this way primary memory, primary storage will be considered. Offline storage, CD, DVD, hard disk. So it will be stored in a hard disk, CD, DVD, permanent. Secondary storage, offline storage. Secondary storage, hard disk and removable media, CD, DVD drive. That is why CPU is called the brain of the computer. Its main parts are control unit, CPU. First thing, control unit. It coordinate all the function, means whatever the interconnected activities are there. To save the file, then it will transfer from one device to another device on output device. Then first it will save into the hard disk if you click on the save button. So this way all the activities are carry on. It coordinate all the function. Who will coordinate? Control unit. It receive the instruction, decode them and passes them to the ALU for execution. It considered as central nervous system. Arithmetic logic unit. It perform arithmetic and logic operation, means whatever the calculation. If the instruction received by control unit require an arithmetic operation, math coprocessor is used by ALU. So whatever the calculation will be done, that will be done inside arithmetic and logic unit. And last, memory unit. It can be called the storehouse of the computer. Data and instruction are placed here before being executed and the result are stored after execution. So memory unit, it will store house of the computer. Memory unit is of two types: internal, external. Internal memory is also of two types. Internal, that is said to be primary memory, RAM and ROM, random access memory, read-only memory. Random access memory, that is temporary storage. Temporary memory means it will store the data temporarily. All data stored in a memory are volatile. So if power supply available, then it will store temporary in a RAM, whatever the data or instruction. RAM is an important component of memory unit. Whatever information we enter into the computer that exists in a RAM, it remains there till we are working in an application or computer gets its power supply. Means RAM will keep the data for temporary. Then why there is a need of RAM? Only by the hard disk we can able to work? No. RAM is faster than hard disk. So right now I can able to work faster because of RAM. So RAM is faster than hard disk. RAM is costlier than hard disk. Remember this word. If I give it to you simple example, it will be clear to you. Blackboard. Board where all the things are written on the board, whiteboard or blackboard, and you write it down into your book to remember. So whatever you have written into your book, that remain permanent, but on the board, as another topic going to discuss, that will be erased. So like a blackboard, RAM is there, temporary memory. It is a volatile memory. Data and instructions are temporarily stored in the RAM. During process, if the computer is switched off, data is lost forever. So whenever you work in any of the software, you must remember, you must save your data. RAM, blackboard is like a RAM that is constantly overwritten with a new data. Commonly used calculator is another example of RAM. ROM stands for read only memory. It is also called as user can only read from it, cannot write into it. Remember, whatever you type, whatever the software you open, operating system is open into the RAM. ROM, read only memory, that is primary memory, but it cannot be erased, it cannot be rewrite like a RAM. रोम में जो डेटा होता है, इंस्ट्रक्शन होते हैं, वो मशीन जब मैन्युफैक्चर होता है, जब इंजीनियर प्रोग्रामिंग करते हैं, तब इंस्ट्रक्शन उसमें बायोस सेटिंग्स ऐड करते हैं, दैट इज फ्लैश मेमोरी और यू कैन से रोम. सो डेटा इंस्ट्रक्शन विल बी देयर टू स्टार्ट योर पीसी, बेसिक इनपुट आउटपुट सेटिंग्स. ROM is a non-volatile memory as it is stored information permanently which cannot be altered, which cannot be changed. The primary use of ROM is during the booting procedure, which is initial program to start up the computer when power is switched on. जब आप कंप्यूटर स्विच करते हो तब बूटिंग प्रोसीजर यानी बूटिंग प्रोसेस, दैट इज बेसिक इनपुट आउटपुट सिस्टम, इनिशियल प्रोग्राम जो चाहिए हमारा कंप्यूटर स्टार्ट करने के लिए, दैट इज अवेलेबल इन अ ROM. Any pre-recorded audio, video, CD resemble ROM as the song once stored on it cannot be changed. Example was that. External memory. It is also called auxiliary memory where data can be stored permanently for future use. The type of external memories are most commonly we are using hard disk, compact disk, CD, flash drive, that is pen drive. So how it considered, how it works, all the storage. We are thinking about it. Let's have a look about it. So using the input device, you are typing either a microphone or keyboard. You can use it as a input device. Say for example you type any of the data that will be passed to the RAM. You have opened one software, okay, you have written some data, so that is the regarding what you are doing right now, okay. But if you want to open another software or you want to write further, then what you will do, first you save your data. So whenever you save, your data will be stored permanent into the hard disk. So what I am trying to say, RAM is divided. अगर आप जब भी सॉफ्टवेयर ओपन करते हो तो जितने सॉफ्टवेयर ओपन करोगे दैट मच रैम विल बी यूटिलाइज्ड. इफ यू सेव योर डेटा then it will be saved in a hard disk in a secondary memory. So who will manage all the things? Control unit. So this is regarding storage execution. हार्ड डिस्क में ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम आपने इंस्टॉल की है तो वो भी हार्ड डिस्क में ही होती है. जब भी आप कंप्यूटर स्टार्ट करते हो उसके बाद ओएस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम लोड होती है कहां पे, रैम में. whatever the instruction, that is software you are opening, that will be opened in a RAM. So instruction software is different, user data will be different, both will be open in a RAM and आप अपना डेटा सेव करोगे तो वो हार्ड डिस्क में सेव हो जाएगा. So this is the diagram representing you storage execution. Disk drive read or write the information onto storage disk, magnetic or optical disk. The most commonly used disk drive are hard disk drive. So this is the hard disk drive, internal side, actuator, SCSI interface connector, jumper pins, jumper, power connector, tab cell, ribbon cable, letters, case mounting holes, cover mounting holes, base casting, spindle. So whatever you are writing, that will be finally saved in a hard disk. And remember, machine only understood 1010. So if you think that you must open your hard disk and you can able to see your folder, pictures and files, that cannot be possible because we can't able to understand 101010. So we need computer to see our files. आप अगर सोच रहे हो कि हार्ड डिस्क ओपन करके मैं फोल्डर, पिक्चर्स देख सकूं तो वो तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है बिकॉज मशीन ओनली अंडरस्टूड 1010. तो आपने जो भी डेटा या फाइल सेव की है वो सब इसमें either 1 or 0 it will be stored. Used to store data permanently, different type of hard disk size are there. Hard disk. Hard disk drive, it is an electronic device that can be read or write information. यानी कि आप information उसमें से read कर सकते हो और वापस उसमें store भी कर सकते हो on its metal or a glass recording surface. This disk drive are very fast and have a large storage capacity. CD DVD drive. Compact disk drive, it is the drive used to operate CD-ROM which store large amount of information. CD drive are available with different data transfer rate which measures the speed of CD-ROM drive in kilobytes per second. DVD stand for digital versatile disc or digital video disc. It's an optical storage device that can be used for data storage and record movies with high video and sound quality. DVD is similar to a CD in shape and size but can store huge amount of information. The storage capacity of DVD varies from 4.1 GB to 17 GB, even 25 GB. Blu-ray disc also available. Now further consider flash drive, that is pen drive. It is a small, lightweight, removable and rewritable flash memory data storage device. USB flash disk is faster and hold more data. Remember, pen drive is used to store the data as well as you can use pen drive. Even you can store operating system inside it. So USB pen drive can work as an operating system drive. Even you can able to operate your system using pen drive if you install inside it operating system. So flash drive is used to store the data as well as it is used to run the operating system directly from the pen drive. If you have a knowledge, you can install your operating system into the pen drive and there is no need of hard disk. From the pen drive you can run your system. Flash drive, it consists of small printed circuit board. The PCB is connected to a USB connector enclosed in a robust plastic or metal case. It is also known as pen drive, thumb drive or simply USB drive. Power supply. Because motherboard and all the parts inside the computer are of different capacity, So directly if you plug it with the plug, that cannot be possible. Simple example दूं, फैमिली में पेरेंट्स होते हैं, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स होते हैं, डॉटर सन, फैमिली में मेंबर्स होते हैं, सबकी रिक्वायरमेंट, खाने की रिक्वायरमेंट that depends on age wise, that cannot be same way over here. All the parts inside the CPU motherboard does not consume same electricity power. So who will manage this all the things? Power supply. Power supply allows the converted electricity to travel to another component inside the computer. Power supply convert the AC voltage to lower DC voltage which is suitable for computer. Power supply can be classified by the loading what? Different type of socket for different device. Motherboard. There are different, you can able to see parts are there. So who will take into consideration how much power need by this part? How much power need by this part? That will be managed by power supply. Motherboard provide a platform to connecting all the device. Keyboard, mouse, power, CPU, memory, hard disk, floppy disk, display card, this all are connected with main board, that is motherboard, already built in sound card, network card, or even display card. So this is overview about it. IDE connector, floppy connector, PCI slot, AGP slot, connect to a power, RAM slot. So this all are connected with motherboard. Motherboard is a printed circuit board used in a personal computer. The motherboard provides attachment points of all components attached to it, which often include following components. Just we have to consider right now: processor, RAM, hard drive, network card, graphic card, video card. This all are connected. TV tuner card, sound card. Connector for external peripheral device like keyboard, mouse, disk drive, etc. Now, if we are discussing that all are connected with motherboard, how that can be connect? जितने भी पार्ट्स हमने बात की सब कनेक्ट होते हैं हार्ड डिस्क, पावर सप्लाई, मदरबोर्ड से. कैसे? Because of ports. Ports are the connector at the back of CPU where you can plug external hardware device. The keyboard, mouse, monitor and printer etc. are plugged into a ports. So this is the port for mouse, keyboard. Now USB device, keyboard and mouse is also available. LAN port, USB port, printer port, serial port, VGA port. So this way nowadays USB port available for printer, keyboard and mouse. These ports are controlled by their expansion card which are plugged into the motherboard. They are connected to other components by cables that contain electrical wiring. Now the last thing, modem. Your computer, you are connected throughout the world. That can be possible because of this part, modem. It stands for modulator, demodulator. A modem translates computer information into a form that can transmit over a telephone line. यानी कि आप modem में आप जो भी वर्क करते हो, that you can able to understand. But this data will be transferred into the telephone line. So digital signal converted into analog signal by modem. The receiving modem translate the information it receives into the form which a computer can understand. Analog signal to digital signals means whatever the output you are seeing. आपने इंटरनेट स्टार्ट किया, कोई वेबसाइट ओपन की, ब्राउजर ओपन किया, वेबसाइट ओपन की, डेटा ओपन किया, ट्रांसफर किया, अब सबमिट कर रहे हो तो सर्वर में जाएगा तो वापस क्या होगा? डिजिटल सिग्नल इनटू एनालॉग. अगर वहां से कुछ रिस्पॉन्स आएगा सो दैट विल बी एनालॉग सिग्नल, अगेन इट विल बी कन्वर्ट इनटू डिजिटल सिग्नल. सो मॉड्यूलेशन, डीमॉड्यूलेशन, दैट इज मॉडेम. Speed of modem is measured in bytes per second. So that is internet you are using, so you are aware about this thing. There are two types of modem. Internal modem is a circuit board that plugs into an expansion slot inside a computer. It is less expensive than external modem. Now, external modem. External modem is a small box that is connected to the CPU and telephone lines. Right now we are using broadband connection. Multiple computer can be connected. That is because of external modem. It can be used with more than one computer. Okay, so we stop over here. Thank you. I hope you enjoy.